Hi guys, welcome to this week's video. As landscape and seascape photographers, each week we get out and we try and look for a strong subject matter with beautiful light so we can get a really great composition. The main thing is though, is we're always looking for a strong subject matter, whether it be a lighthouse, a rock platform, a leading line, a roadway, a stream, whatever it might be that leads the viewer's eye into the shot. Every now and then though, you get different subject matter that pops up that you just have to come out and try and capture. I've come down to Spoon Bay this morning, and the reason I'm down here is I've got some really nice high cloud this morning which I think is going to capture some colour really well. But the main reason I come down here is there's a local artist here, a sculptor by the name of Peter Rush. If you haven't heard of him before, Google Peter Rush Sculptures Central Coast. What he basically does is set up driftwood sculptures all around the beaches around here, comes down, finds pieces of dry timber, driftwood, grass, sculpts something out of it, ties them together with like a New Zealand flax, and then just leaves the sculpture on the beach here for everyone to enjoy. And it's really become a tourist attraction around the Central Coast area here where I live. Peter does all types of different structures, but today I've got something really special to show you, and it's going to be this main subject of today's video. I'm going to capture an image of Peter's latest sculpture as the sun's rising behind it. Obviously I've got the sculpture lit up at the moment using the LED light. It's quite dark here at the moment. We're just starting to get a little bit of colour on the horizon. A little bit of high cloud up there that might catch some light later on, but I think it'll make for a nice backdrop against this beautiful structure. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go for a shot, I think, to start off with down low, try and capture some of that light in the sky as the sky starts to light up. And then I'll move around the sculpture and try and get some different compositions as I go along. But a beautiful morning here on the Central Coast. A little bit of swell on the sea at the moment, so I'm quite glad I'm not down shooting landscapes this morning. Better to be up here, which is quite up high on the tide line. So I'll get my camera set up and then I'll come back and talk to you some more. Sunrise is a short while away, and we've got that little bit of pink cloud on the horizon, but we've got in this increasing high cloud moving across now, creating a bit of drama behind the sculpture, so it's not such a bad thing. But I've come around to this side again, and I just keep experimenting with different compositions. It's just really difficult to know what the light's going to do this morning. Just experimenting with different shutter speeds and different apertures, but the detail in this sculpture is quite amazing, you know, when you consider it's just all made out of driftwood. The guy's a really talented and wonderful sculptor, and it's just great that he does all this type of stuff along the coastline here. It creates a tourist attraction for both locals and tourists alike, so people have been coming down here all week grabbing images of the sculpture. It's actually about 3 weeks old now, so it's holding up surprisingly well to the weather. It's up above the high tide line. But I'm in two minds which way to shoot at the moment. I was going to shoot forward towards the sunrise, but we've got all this really high cloud in the sky here that's just running on an angle back towards the actual sculpture, and I think that might capture some light as it gets higher. So what I'm going to do is I might change my composition now, come around this side, get the silhouette of the horse with some colour in this cloud behind it, because I think that'll work really well. The residual clouds, it's moving in, but it's created these really nice arcing lines in the cloud formation coming back towards the sculpture. So I've set up a horizontal composition here, and I'm actually using those lines in the cloud to draw the eye into the sculpture. I've placed the horse on the right hand side of the frame in the top rule of thirds. I think the composition works really well. Even if we don't get any colour this morning, as the sun's just kissing the horizon now, I'll probably go for a black and white, either way, colour or black and white. Just going to wait for the clouds to illuminate a little bit more. Currently I'm sitting on 1.6 second shutter speed at f11. Just got that little bit of colour starting to hit that horizon now, so I'll grab a couple more shots. That composition's working really well. I'm just going to zoom out just a little bit there and try and capture some more of the sky. That works even better, just around like that. Just move slightly to the left, move the sculpture over to the right a little bit more, and I can capture more of that sky. Just making sure that I hang on to plenty of detail up in the sky there. We've just got some really nice side light on the sculpture at the moment, so I've come around slightly to this side. Horizontal composition. I've got the colour coming in from the left hand side of the shot, and the horse framed up on the top rule of thirds on the right hand side of the frame, and I think that's working quite nicely as well. One last one for the day. I'm going to pop in a 10 stop filter and just do a long exposure and just see what sort of results we can get doing the long exposure. Just for something totally different, I've popped in a 10 stop filter and I'm going to do a long exposure and see if I can get any streaking in the sky, just for something different, something a little bit unusual, but it's been a fantastic morning regardless, just to be able to come down here and capture this sculpture before it actually starts to fall and disintegrate into the sea, I guess. Light's getting up and it's getting quite harsh here now, and I've got a 10 stop filter in at the moment, going for an exposure of about 1.5 minutes, and it's coming out quite nicely. It's giving me some really nice streaking in the sky, and those streaks in the sky are leading back to the subject matter, so I think it'll work well as a composition. It'll draw the viewer's eye into the image. Here at Spoon Beach with this beautiful sculpture. I'm going to head home now, and that's the end of this video. If you've enjoyed the content of this video, you know what to do. Go down below, give it that thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, you haven't been here before, like what you see, please subscribe, tap the notification bell. You'll be notified when I upload my next video. Hopefully I'll be around shooting some more landscapes soon. See you then.